Hey, what is up, spiritual hooligan? How do you get yourself into prosperity consciousness? How do you get the mind to stop being in such a scarcity place? How do you love where you are so you can begin to expand what you have? I'm coming to you live here from Panama City Beach in Florida, and I'm living the dream today, and I'm wondering if I can inspire you to start living the dream as well. My name is Matthew Ferry, and I'm bringing you your daily enlightenment. It's your moment to pause, to slow down, to get connected to enlightened perspectives. I want to help you to quiet your mind and restore your peace. Today we're going to talk about prosperity consciousness, and I've got 3 tips for you that I believe will expand your prosperity consciousness. And when I say that, I'm assuming that you're already someone who's going for it, who's doing it, who's living life in a successful, effective fashion, and yet your mind gets down on you. Your mind says you're a loser, you're not there yet, someday you're going to get there, right now you don't have it. And I want to help you to turn the mind in the direction where you expand your prosperity consciousness and you experience more of the incredible life that you are already living. So number 1 on my list is to implement gratitude and acceptance for what you have. And I know that's basic, and I know that you've already heard this before, but I want to say some things about that. I've written down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things that I want to share with you about gratitude and acceptance. So gratitude, you start with this idea, like you just expand way out. Are you starving? No. Are you trying to gather up food? No. Do you worry about shelter? No. Are you worried about poverty? No. You are already living an amazing life right now. Will you wake up? Will you just wake up and love the life that you have? Will you start right now looking around and saying, oh my God, I want you to look at all of the things that you have and start to get grateful. And I want you to accept that what you have is amazing and it's already working for you. Here's what I wrote down. You're actually living the dream life right now. Everything that you're living now, you thought of in the past. It came to you and then you started to have it come about, and now it's here. And just because you want something, this is my next note, just because you want something more doesn't mean that right now is wrong. But the mind will actually make right now wrong. The mind will say, because I want this new thing, now is wrong. And what it does is it puts you into survival state. So when you're in a survival state, you go into a lack-based consciousness. Everything shrinks. You become myopic in your focus, and what you want to do is expand your focus. You want to open up your creativity and your resourcefulness. Gratitude and accepting what you have will help you to do that. I wrote down a couple more things. There is no someday in the calendar, and I know it's a cheeky thing to say, but you got a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You don't have a someday. It's not ever going to happen. What you say is going to happen sometime in the future is already happening right now in its essence. And if you'll get clear about what it is that you actually want, what you're really trying to accomplish, you'll discover you already have a lot of what you want right now. And really what you're trying to do is expand it. If you can get yourself to recognize, I've already made it, I'm already there, and I want to expand. If you can get yourself to recognize that, wow, the opportunity set, the amount of flow that you'll go into is going to blow your mind. So you already have what you need. You just have to look at it from a different perspective. Everything that you need to expand into this new level of prosperity that you want. So we're acknowledging there's this level now that you're already at, and then you want to expand it. Everything that you need is already here. The people that you need are already here. The resources are already here. But what's happening is you're saying, I want this new thing, I don't know how to get it. Then the mind goes, that's because you're a loser, you're never going to get it, other people are better than you. The mind goes into essentially a victim hidden motive, and you've got to release that victim and start getting grateful. And when you do, you look around and you're like, oh, wait a second, why don't I just ask Bob? Or why don't I just go over there where that thing is, and I'll just start to see if I can expand what I already have. And ultimately, money isn't the solution, but we all think it is. We all think more money is the solution. But I will tell you, I coach people who have hundreds of millions of dollars, billions of dollars, and that amount of money doesn't actually make them happier. It doesn't diminish the feeling of being a fraud. It doesn't diminish the feeling of like I'm not there yet. They're in their private jet flying to their chalet feeling like, when am I going to finally make it? I just want you to know it doesn't go away. Money is not the solution. The solution is a shift in your context. So all of that was tip number one. Let's go to tip number two, which is to know what your actual priority is. And I hate to tell you this, but your priority is not the money and it's not the outcome. Your priority is the experience. You want the experience, but the question is, what experience do you want? And the way that I answer that is using something called criteria questions. So I look at the goal that I have and I say, well, what's important to me about that goal? So one of my goals, for example, is that I want to travel more. So I say, well, what's important about traveling more? And immediately I say, well, I want to be able to experience new places, and I want to, taste new foods, and I want to meet new people, and I want to expand all the things that I am exposed to. And then you ask yourself the second question: what will all of that do? And then you say, because now what you're going to have to do is like chunk down again. Actually, you're going to chunk up. What will all of that do? And then I go, well, it's just going to make me feel like I'm really living an amazing life. And then you go to the third question and you say, ultimately, take all of that into account. The new foods, the new people, the new experiences, you're living the amazing life. Ultimately, what will all of that do for you? And it's going to come down to something like, it's going to make me happy. Then I'll feel like I'm on an adventure. I'm excited. I'm energized. I'm feeling deeply connected. It's some kind of experiential state. Know what your priority is, and here's why. You're already living your priority all over the place. You're already experiencing the thing that you want all the time. And what there is to do is to shift into gratitude and appreciation and acceptance. And when you do that, suddenly you're having that experience that you think the goal will give you, and you're feeling satisfied and you're feeling fulfilled. And when you're satisfied and fulfilled, my God, do you expand. Your opportunities expand, your power expands, your creativity expands, your resourcefulness expands. You just expand like nobody's business. It's really, really powerful. Number three, connecting with prosperity consciousness. One of the easiest ways to do that is through giving and helping other people. And I know that these are like basic, fundamental personal development, new age tips, but these are some of the ones that I have really practiced with, and they really work. I call it giving the gift. And the gift is the gift of you, the gift of your energy, the gift of your attention, the gift of your love, the gift of your creativity. And here's what you do. I want you to start doing this immediately. I want you to go out and start connecting with people. And I want you to connect with people you wouldn't normally connect with. I want you to connect with people who normally you would step over them. Number two, I want you to, instead of talking about you, I want you to ask them about them. What are you up to? What are you committed to these days? What are you doing for fun? What are you trying to create? Where are you going? What is your life all about these days? Boom, just get them talking about what they want, and then do follow-up questions. Tell me more about that. Help me understand what you mean. Oh, wow, that's interesting. Expand on that. Get them to go deep into what they're really committed to. And be super interested, like intentionally be interested. Then the entire time you're looking for ways that you might contribute. Is there someone I can introduce them to? Is there something that I know about that I can tell them? Is there a resource that I have? Is there something in my garage I could like, oh my God, I got this thing in my garage, you should have it, right? I mean, is there something where they just go like, oh wow, I'm so stoked that I met you? And then step 4 is watch the miracles happen. Because when you get grateful and you start accepting what you have, and you know what your priority is, you want to have some experience, and that the actions aren't going to get you there, and you start giving the gift, your life will change big time. Here comes a helicopter, so I better wrap this up because we're going to get lots of helicopter noise here on the beach. But listen, my friend, What I want you to do is get out there and start giving the gift ASAP. I'm so happy that they are flying back and forth just in case people get sucked out into the ocean. What an amazing experience we're having here in Panama City Beach. Tell me what you think about this. Which one are you going to do ASAP? Leave it in the comments. I want to know. Will you like this video? You watched it all the way through. Will you share this with people you think would make a difference for it? That would make a difference for me, for them, for everybody. Maybe that's the gift that you give. Thank you so much for tuning in to this Daily Enlightenment.